a quick face of the day. Let me know if you do this sometimes. I did it today, then I thought, I wonder if other people do this too. What I'm talking about is this eye look. It is probably 3 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours later. I knew I was going out today, and sometimes I do this. I go ahead hours before I leave the house. I do my eye makeup, just the eye makeup, and then closer to leaving the house, since part of my priming my skin, getting my skin ready, is applying my sun protection, I do my base at that time, the rest of my face, closer to the time I'm going to leave the house. So let me know if you do this, applying your eye makeup hours ahead of time, and then eventually when you're getting ready, apply the rest of your face. Sometimes when I do it, like today, I'm applying the eye makeup to give myself some time to not just get used to it, but let it sit, simmer. Because for me, sometimes when I apply my eye makeup initially, it can be jarring or just different from what I usually do in that period, whatever period of time my makeup taste or preference. Letting it sit for a few hours, I get used to it, it kind of marinates, and I start feeling it, you know. But I knew I wanted to do a cool tone look, and I had a palette in mind that I wanted to use. So around 12 o'clock, I did my eye look, nothing else. And then now, 2:30ish, I did the rest of my base. So, long story long, this is my quick face of the day. For the eye look, I used the Lisa Eldridge Vega eyeshadow palette, and get the cover, the slip out, and this is what it looks like. I used every shade except for that one. So for my sun protection, Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun Rice and Probiotics SPF 50, the Nessa Meyer Exploring Balm Powder Universal. My eyes, I used the CoverGirl Lid Lockup Primer to prime my lids. Lisa Eldridge Kitten Flick Liquid Eyeliner, black, on my, to line my top lash line. And then Pat McGrath Labs Dark Star Mascara. I think it's time to call it quits. It's close to 7-8 months. 6 to 8 months using this, and it's time to toss it. And then on top of it, just to separate the lashes, I decided to use the Queen Musia 2053 mascara, Simply Black mascara. I forgot to mention, for my lower lash line, I used a Chantecaille Luster Glide eyeliner in Slate. Clé de Peau Radiant Corrector for Eyes in Cocoa. Lightly under my eyes and to spot, conceal, or correct hyperpigmentation. Still finding ways to use this. Experimenting. I notice, although I enjoy it on my face, when it doesn't really dry down, and even if I lightly powder, I notice part of the product lifts. So here you can still see that this hyperpigmentation, which I covered earlier. Not sure how long I need to let it sit, I guess, for it to dry down, but in my experience using this corrector so far, it doesn't really dry down. Very hydrating. Still formulating my thoughts on it. By the time I use it up, I hopefully would have formulated my thoughts on it. But use that a little bit underneath my eyes and around my face. I used it here to have some hyperpigmentation there. And then on top of it, still experimenting how I want it under my eyes, I used my Phytosurgeon's Spectra Shine in Solar Sheen. And this is what it looks like. Applied it gently on top to avoid shifting the corrector around since it doesn't really dry down, and then brought it up cheekbone, brow bone, just for that blur, overall brightness around my eye area. Bronzer, I have not used this in a long time. My Pat McGrath bronzer in Burnished Honey. Lightly applied. Blush. Valentino Eye to Cheek blush in 302 Pink as Punk. That's what it looks like. Lightly applied as well. I'm getting used to this setup. I'm going back and forth between vertical and horizontal like this. So with the horizontal, I need to look this way to look at you while talking. For my lips, I'm using the Lisa Eldridge Balm Embrace in Epanouie. No liner, nothing, just it alone. And then lightly center of my face, my Fenty Powder Foundation in 385. For my brows, I went into the Mez Beauty Swathi palette, and I used the shade Cocoa to fill in my brows. I used the e.l.f., do I have it here? No. I used the e.l.f. laminating brow gel to set my brows. I really do not laminate it, press it really flat against my face or my skin. I just lightly comb it and shape it. And I think that is it for this look. I'm wearing my Madame Mel necklace, chain necklace, and Ana Luisa earring, Ana Luisa, and my usual jewelries. Anything else? I think that is it. I hope you enjoyed this quick, hopefully quick face of the day. Really enjoy the cool tone of this look. I'll link all the products that I used in the description box. Some of those links will be affiliated links, so if you choose to use them, I appreciate it. Thank you. If you don't, just look at the name of the products that I used and just search it independently. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. And while you're here, if you have not subscribed, I would love for you to consider subscribing. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in my next video.